Hey everyone, it's Armor Gaming. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to Monster Legends. Today we're going to be going over the top monsters of Monster Legends, and this isn't just my opinion, this is actual data. I want to give a huge shout out and a huge thanks to Monster Legends Competitive for coming up with this. There's going to be a link in the description if you want to follow along with this exact blog post. I actually don't know why I stopped making these videos. I guess it just slipped my mind, but I recently saw a post about this. I'm like, oh, we should check out what monsters are the most used. So, let me just take a guess. There are 5 monsters that I say stand up above the rest. It is Lindworm, Shelly, Vampirastro, Bombita, and Tabora. So I would imagine those are the top 5. So I'm going to say in order, it is likely going to be Shelly in the #1 spots. And because, well, let me just break it down for those of you that are new to ML competitive. Basically, they take a look at the top 100 players during the middle of the season and at the end of the season, and they tally up how many monsters we use on offense and defense, and then we find out who are the most used monsters, and that's somewhat analogous to the best monsters, right? At least for the current meta. So I would have to say, because it is the players in the top 100, even though Shelly is a paywall monster, I would imagine that most of the players in the top 100 have a Shelly, right? I would imagine most of them do. I would say probably 99% of them have it. So I'm going to say Shelly takes #1 spot, followed by Bombita because of using Megaton on offense, Megaton on defense, double Megaton on defense. In third place, I'm going to give it a Vampirastro. I think she's just too powerful, too versatile, can be used as an attacker, can be used to remove positive effects. And then I'm going to say it is Lindworm or Tabora. I'm going to say it's Tabora and Lindworm last, because as cool as Lindworm is, it really, a lot of the teams I think rely on Tabora using my favorite trick to get rid of positive effects. You know, usually to get rid of Megaton, partnered up with the Kodama. So I think those are going to be the top 5 monsters in that order. It is going to be Shelly, Bombita, Vampirastro, who did I say? Tabora and Lindworm. So that's it. For other top used monsters, I'm going to guess Hardy, Chucklemuckle, Vanoss 2099. Those are the 3 that come to mind because they're somewhat anti-meta. And yeah, I think that's the majority of it. That's at least the majority that I can think of. So it's going to be interesting to see what monsters are going to be included at the end of Cosmic Tournament 11. Like, are some of these new Season 6 monsters going to change anything? Like maybe Super Fox, maybe some of these top 100 players are going to immediately rank her up and deal with some of the dark monsters. Who knows? We're gonna have to see how the meta changes. Will the meta change when Cryo Crawler gets released? Is he going to be one of the top 5? And who's he going to take out? Lindworm or Tabora? So let's find out. Let's see if I was right. So, quick reminder, the A stands for attack, the D stands for defense, and the T is for total number of uses. So let's get into it, starting off with the heavies. Whoa, this is a huge shocker to me. Bombita's in what? How does that make sense? Anyhow, this is a compilation of all the monsters that we're seeing with 40 more players using them. Alright guys, so Bombita, 36 on offense, 36 on defense, in total 72. How is Bombita more than Shelly? That doesn't make sense to me. Because, look, in second place is Vampirastro. Because Vampirastro is a dark monster, it would just make sense that players are bringing more Shellys, right? Dark on dark damage. Why would players use Bombita more than Shelly? That is super interesting to me. It's not like people are running Katsuko and they're afraid of Katsuko, OTK, and a Shelly, right? At least I don't think so. That is so... I was way off. I had no idea. Where's Shelly at? 3rd place? Shelly's not even in 3rd place. 3rd place is Lindworm. Okay, I was really off. Well, okay, Shelly's still there. Okay, I was right with the top 5. I was just wrong with the order. So Bombita somehow is in 1st place. If you guys have any... Do you guys have any thoughts on how Bombita is in the 1st place? Because to me, that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, dark monster, dark monster, dark monster. The meta monsters are dark. Vampirastro is offense 23, defense 47. That's actually surprising too. I didn't think Vampirastro would be used as defense as much as it would be on offense, so that's interesting. Lindworm is more for offense. You know why? Because he transfers into OP Thalassa, OP Corruptus, OP Grakon, and dominates the game. 20 on defense in total 58. Shelly is in 4th place at 28-28, so half and half. This is also half and half. 56, and then Tabora is 12 and 28. Oh, that's interesting. Tabora is used more so on defense. Oh no, wait, that makes sense, right? Because you do your Kodama Tabora combo or whatever. So yeah, that is cool. So again, I knew the top 5. I just did not guess the order. So yeah, so these were once again monsters that saw 40 more players using them. Next up, we're going over to the toughies, and this is where I think we're going to see the anticipation monsters and Vanoss 2099. So scrolling down, there is Hardy. He is our first one. So they saw 20 to 39 players using them. So Hardy, 9 on offense, 26 on defense. Look at that. He's definitely used. He's used more than Lindworm on defense, almost as much as Shelly, which is still surprising, and almost as much as Tabora. Yeah, he's just a great monster to put on defense and let the players that are using all churn transfer monsters deal with him. Vanoss is 20 on attack. Oh, that's surprising. I thought he'd be more on defense than offense. Apparently, I know nothing about the top 100. So more players are running him for offensive purposes. And of course, Kodama. These are like OG monsters. These are like the first, like Season 1, if I'm not mistaken. Season 1 Cosmics. And they are still used to this day. That's crazy. 14-14. The mids is 10 to 19 players using them. Alright, so we didn't see Chucklemuckle, so Chucklemuckle might be in the mids. And honestly, after these, like 8, I don't know who else is used. Grakon. Oh, look at that, a legendary monster. 17 for offense. Again, you just turn transfer into Grakon and you're good to go. Or you partner up with a Megaton monster and you're good to go. There's Chucklemuckle. Interesting that Chuckle's used more so on defense. 13 and 4 on offense, and he had 9 and 26. Actually, the ratio's about the same. Yeah, actually, the ratio's about the same. So, yeah, whatever. Thalassa's all offense. Again, you just turn time into Thalassa, let her do her thing. Wormlad is also offense, 12. So, yeah, I think players are still doing, like, Armor Claw, for example, and Wormlad. Probably not Armor Claw. Maybe, like, Erda or someone. We have Daedalus, defense. So, cool. Ignis is still being used. I guess maybe with those Vanoss combos where, you know, it doesn't matter if your Vanoss gets hit with a negative effect. Ignis goes, cleanses, gives a damage boost, and then Vanoss is running like 3 strength and pierces and kills everyone. Lord Platypus made it into the meta. 9 on defense. Cool. Softies, 2 to 9. Solar Flare is still being used, so I can only imagine it is with the Grakon and Wormlads. Who else? Armor Claw. Hey, Armor Claw is still being used. 9 on offense. The OG Mythic, the first Mythic to be released. And he is still being used. Thank you all for still using Armor Claw in the top 100. That is awesome. He has not died out. Look at that. All for offensive purposes, and you're in the top 100. Awesome. Rotten is used. He's a resurrection monster. One of our resurrection monsters. We also have Necro, but I've never seen Necro used. We have Tabora's sister also being used. 5 for offense. Kind of like a makeshift Kodama, right, to do CDA. Rosolka, another Pierce monster to the offense, 3 defense. Daigale, mostly on offense. Really great monster to take on Shelly, even Bombita, since it's a villain monster. Masher is 2 and 2. He can churn transfer. Santarion for the Megatons. Erder for those dodge area teams. Ragnarok, mostly on defense. That's interesting. Kai is used for offense. Noah, that's also interesting that Noah is being used. 3 on defense. Letterless is interesting to me too. There's a lot of interesting ones. Renata, again, dodge area combos. Oh, shoot. Roddy's already in here. Roddy literally just got released. Like, this is mid-season, so the fact that some of these players probably got hurt and ranked her up, I foresee this monster being a lot higher. Maybe, what are we in? We're in the softies? Maybe into the mid category, if it's already 2 of the 100 top players using Roddy. Nor is still used. Miseris, Blackfeather, Izol, Megaton monster on defense, so it's just your defense Megaton monster. Lonrad, Resurrection, and then some stragglers. Henrich on offense, Zorky on offense. I'd have to imagine it's like a Zorky Vanoss 2099 combo for triple damage. Witchcat on defense, Lord Pumpseed on offense. Has to be churn transferred into Pumpseed, do his thing. Has to be because of the Megatons. Hornet, dodge area. Iguanazar, oh my gosh, I forget this guy exists. Thor, the Thor of Monster Legends. Used on offense. Blaz on offense. Urkin also has a triple damage buff, so I can once again imagine it's probably triple damage a Pierce monster. Let them go. Rosioku, legendary. On Dana. On defense. Kaguya on offense. Katsuko, only 1 Katsuko. This is the taunt killer, and only 1 is being used, and it's on defense. And Laser Beam 2099 also on defense. I have to wonder how many of these, like, when they go over the top 100, how many they're just switching monsters, and it just so happens to be someone they don't really use. But yeah, guys, these are the top monsters of Monster Legends, specifically these top 5. Once again, I really would like to hear your guys' thoughts. Why do you think Bombita took the #1 spot? Because I would have to guess, I could be wrong, but I would have to guess that the top 100 players likely have a Shelly. I would have to guess, right? Also, what's interesting is that of the top 5, the only monster that's been behind the paywall is Shelly. So 4 of the main monsters have been completely free to play, so that's pretty cool. I'm scrolling down though to the toughies, paywall. So of the top 8, 3 of them are behind a paywall, and as we go down, these are all free to play, so that's cool. Not Solar Flare. But yeah, guys, with that being said, this is the mid-season top monsters, best monsters of Monster Legends. So again, any and all thoughts, let me know in the comments below. Did you guys expect this? Did you not expect this? Who would you like to see being in the meta? How do you think it's going to shift with the introduction of Super Fox? Do you think she's going to take out Vanoss, take out Rasulka? I personally think so. So maybe not at the end of Season 11, because players are just barely going to start getting her towards the end of the major right now and then ranking her up. But I don't know, guys. These are the top 100. Maybe they'll just immediately invest Stardust into her, rank her up to 150, and start using her. So any and all thoughts, let me know in the comments below. Thank you all for watching, and remember to subscribe.